Guardians, welcome to the Humanities Open Night. We hope you all enjoy this video the teaching team have put together. Humanities is an important part of the Australian curriculum, and here at Sunnyvale Primary School we pride ourselves on the Humanities program that we provide our students. Do you remember learning about ancient Rome at school? How has this broadened your understanding of the world we live in? Did this teach you about respect and appreciation for other cultures? This knowledge all stems back to your learning in humanities, and this kind of thinking and respect for others is what your children will strive for from our humanities program. Humanities is the study of human culture. It can include literature, politics, history, arts, music, language, religion, and philosophy. These modes of expression have been used to understand and record our world. Understanding and studying these accounts allow us to connect to those who have come before us. The humanities is broken up into 4 key learning areas. These include geography, civics and citizenship, history, and economics. In geography, students will identify concepts of place, space, environment, interconnection, sustainability, scale, and change. Through the study of civics and citizenship, students investigate political and legal systems and explore the nature of citizenship, diversity, and identity in contemporary society. History will enable students to understand societies, events, movements, and developments that have shaped humanity from earliest times. Students will develop an understanding of the past and present experiences of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, their identity, and their continuing contribution and value of their culture. Finally, economics will teach students the ways The qualities and skills your children will learn from humanities are critical thinking, problem solving, compassion, empathy, justice, and equality. One of the components of humanities that we'll be focusing on this year will be the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander perspectives. This will allow students to understand the land they live on and its history. They will also begin to recognise and appreciate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's traditions, languages, and culture, and how communities continue to further develop.
The Australian Professional Standards for Teachers specify what teachers should know in order to teach Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students and to teach all students about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander languages, history, and culture. Focus Area 1.4, which entails strategies for teaching Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander students, require teachers to develop cultural competence and professional skills and knowledge about strategies for teaching Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students.
Area 2.4 is focused on understanding and respecting Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander people to promote reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians.
In this regard, teachers should provide opportunities for students to develop understanding and respect for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander histories, cultures, and languages. Many events celebrated by Indigenous people provide opportunities for teachers to acknowledge and celebrate significant cultural events in our classrooms. Sunnyvale Primary School organizes various activities for NAIDOC Week, which celebrates the history, culture, and achievements of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. The students will go on an excursion to U Yanks National Park to learn about. The school will also invite Aboriginal elders to talk about their personal experiences. Our school also celebrates National Reconciliation Week, which is dedicated to developing respectful relationships between Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and other Australians. For this occasion, we will organize a visit to the Banjulaka Museum that showcases rich history and culture of Indigenous people in Australia. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Histories and Cultures Priority provides the opportunity for all students to gain understanding and appreciation of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander histories and cultures and deep knowledge of its traditions. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Histories and Cultures Priority has been developed around the 3 concepts of country, place, peoples, and cultures, which will be explored in Year 3 History.
We are now going to discuss the pedagogical method of teaching humanities, which in simple terms means the way we teach students within the school. Being creative, fun, and engaging with all our activities is very important when teaching students humanities, as it makes the activities more enjoyable and fun, which studies have shown that the more the student is enjoying themselves in their environment, the more willing the student is to learn and more open to information. Another essential part of teaching humanities is group work. There has been extensive research about the effectiveness of group work and group interaction within the classroom. Allowing the students to discuss different ideas and thoughts with each other not only allows the students to explore a different range of ideas with each other, but also helps the students understand that different people have different ways of thinking and allows students to realize that people have different thought processes and not everyone thinks the same. By having the students realize this, it also contributes to the students being more open-minded, respectful to different opinions and point of views. In relation to this, every student learns differently too. There are some students who learn visually, auditorily, which is sound, and kinesthetically through body movement. To cater to all students' learning styles is extremely important as it allows each student to be in their comfort zone while learning, which enables the students to progress within their learning effectively and efficiently. Teaching students visually can be done through pictures and videos. Students that learn auditorily learn best when given verbal instructions step by step on what they have to do, and students who learn best kinesthetically learn best when they are using their sense of touch and body movement while learning. For example, this can be done by playing games which are informative, activities that involve the students cutting and pasting. Excursions are also a fantastic way to get the students to explore and discover new exciting things about the topic they are learning about. Learning outside the classroom is just as important as learning within the classroom, which now we will be discussing about the importance of visiting Banja Luka, which is located in the Melbourne Museum.
This year, our Grade 3 students will focus on Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' histories, cultures and traditions. We as a teaching team are pleased to announce that the Grade 3 students will be attending the Bunjalaka exhibition at the Melbourne Museum. The exhibition will showcase the First Nations people's culture, art, traditions, stories and the importance of country and place. All students are highly advised to come along as it is beneficial for students' learning and understanding. The visit to the exhibition will further students' understanding and learning as they are able to interact with a variety of artefacts, including videos, maps and games. They will watch and read stories about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' traditions and experiences from the past and the present. Students will understand the diverse languages, cultures and traditions of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples of Victoria. Different areas of the Bunjalaka exhibit cater for students with diverse learning abilities, as students have the opportunity to engage with the different areas and to use all their senses when learning about the rich history of the First Nations peoples. Students will learn about how the First Nations peoples lived and connected with land and place, and how they moved through their country to find resources necessary for their livelihood. Students will be able to understand how the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's way of life was altered upon the invasion of the European settlers. They will learn sympathy whilst comprehending the hardships the First Nations people suffered after settlement. Students will also acknowledge how this has impacted the lives of the First Nations peoples and how this has continued to impact lives till today.
This year, we will start with a small assessment, and this will be used to understand where students are at. During the year, we will have a variety of assessment for students. We will do this to be able to cater to all of our students' learning abilities and ways to express themselves. This will include written work, group discussions, shows, posters, and presentations. To celebrate our students' work, we will be displaying it around the classroom for the whole year. This will allow students to celebrate their work with their peers. We will also hold an exhibition for parents and guardians to celebrate the students' work and for students to show how they have progressed through the year. We would like to thank all the parents and guardians for coming and watching our presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to stay back and we are happy to answer them for you.